Hey guys, what's up? How are you guys doing? I thought I would come on here and do a quick reading because I felt pulled to do it. All my readings are like that where I don't plan anything. And I just have a general idea. I go into it and it's so that it's in my most natural state and that nothing is really forced or planned. But right now, I felt that there was a message that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know what the message is, but I'm feeling pulled to pick some cards. Now, I am taking a bit of I have hair everywhere. I'm taking a bit of a break from Instagram, which has been feeling really, really great. But I don't know where I'm going to post this. I don't know if it's enough for YouTube or not. So if you guys do not follow me on Instagram, I do occasionally post IGTV videos over there and pick a card readings as well. So follow me at Anza if you are interested. Again, I am taking a little bit of a break, so I don't know where I'm going to post this. But anyways, I have my little shungite here. Do you guys ever treat your crystal like a baby? Literally, I take it everywhere. In the shower, when I'm making tea. I just got this on my trip that I came back from. And yeah, for some reason, this shungite was calling to me, so I bought it. And now it's everywhere I go. Like, I put it beside my bed. Anyways, let's see what the message is. It is going to be general, quick message for you guys. Not too much of a long video. So what is the message for the collective here? Okay. So we have Nine of Cups. What is the moment of Nine of Cups and how do you define it in your life? How are you going to get to this point of being very proud of yourself and your accomplishments and the success that you feel penetrating your entire body? Okay, I don't know why I chose to use that word, penetrating, but it's very penetrating. You know, it is a part of you. So what are you designed to do on this earth? Why are you brought into this? Why were you brought into this world? What is your sense of purpose? What gives you this feeling of the Nine of Cups, which is success, happiness, and recognition? And as I say this, there's like a kick in the step that you're going to feel soon. Okay, it's like that extra boost and extra confidence that's coming your way. And even if it may be hard for some of you guys, that it is for me too, sometimes we're all human, I think that there's going to be something coming into your life that gives you that extra motivation and oomph. So how do you get there? How can you focus more on this rather than what's pulling you behind or what's giving you that doubt about ever getting to this position of the Nine of Cups? So some of you guys are already working towards this, and it's coming your way soon, right? It's a lot of like your dreams coming true, as we see in the genie in this particular tarot deck. Very different from the traditional one in the sense that this is your wish coming true. So as you rub on that lamp and you have 3 wishes, start defining what that is so that you can start to manifest the motivation to go towards this. Because it's not all magic. It's not. You know, everything is magic in a sense, but you have to also realize that it takes work. And you know this, right? It takes work and it takes determination and it takes getting back up again after you fail and after you fall, right? All that stuff, boom, is magic, but the magic is within you. It's not something you have to look outside of yourself. So how you can get there? What else? So yeah, happy moment is approaching in your life. A moment you're going to be very proud of. Anything else? Okay, 4 of Cups. I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I got a call, so I got to go soon. But with the 4 of Cups, you know, it's the time to think about it. It's time to meditate on it. That's why the Mercury retrograde is so good in a way. All this fear-mongering associated with it is just something that's regurgitated after, you know, after hundreds of years or whatever. So it's like from different people. So the thing is, yes, it is not a good time per se to take action. That's what the Four of Cups is talking about. But it's a good time to organize your thoughts. It's a good time to get the small tasks out of your way. It's a good time to start journaling, thinking about, meditating on what this Nine of Cups moment is going to be for you. Right? So how are you going to define this moment? And it's Mercury retrograde is a great time to do that, because it just means, okay, this is what I've always wanted to do. This is what I've always envisioned. How do I reflect on it? So right now is a good time to sit back and reflect on it and decide your next move, your game plan, right? So that's what the message is. Anything else here to add? 9 and 4. So your future of stability, whatever that means, a stable relationship, a stable career, a stable family for some of you guys that don't have had that growing up. Like, how are you going to create that reality for yourself? A friendship. So we have the tower reversed. So this is good. This is a good time, right? Again, not a good time to take massive action per se, but internal action. So not so much about more of a microcosm way. Internally, how are you going to make that change? How are you going to make that plan? Because the Tower card is, I feel like for some of you guys, there are hesitations. Some of you guys are experiencing hesitations because it's like, okay, what if it goes wrong? What if I'm over dreaming? Or what if I'm just like way in over my head? Things have proven to be failing or impossible in the past. Some things have been the Tower moment for me. So how do I start dreaming when all I know is, sorry, I'm getting kind of sad. All I know is kind of like things not really going my way, things making me tired. Like, I have so much that I want to do, so many dreams and all this type of stuff, but I don't see how that can ever happen. Well, that energy is kind of preventing you from getting to that point, although it's totally legit. I'm not all about this law of attraction shit. Let me tell you guys, like, I'm really not. I think manifesting is different than law of attraction. That's just my 2 cents. Anyways, that's another story, but I feel like I'm not all about that. It also, when you put that energy in, it's great. You have to put that energy in. You have to pay attention to what you're surrounding yourself with. If all these cups are not satisfying you, if your job's not satisfying you, if your relationship is not satisfying you, if your own damn self right now is not satisfying you, it's not, this person is not reaching for this cup, because it's like, I don't want another thing on my plate that doesn't make me passionate. I don't want another thing on my plate that I don't really care for. It's too much. I already have these 3 that are not really pulling my attention, right? So the next cup that I take, the next opportunity that I take, the next relationship, the next job that I take, the next thing in general that I'm going to take into my life, I'm going to make damn sure that it's leading me to this 9 of Cups. And I'm going to avoid this Tower moment, but I'm not going to get the fear get in the way of me really envisioning and really trying to manifest this moment. Because I know that it takes me to make that action. It takes me and my motivation, my plan making, and my action to get to that point, right? That's what I feel like a lot of times people forget about. Is not you guys, right? But a lot of times people forget that aspect of, like, the universe is only going to give you something that they know you really want. They're not going to sit here and offer you after offering. You're not God, You have that God energy within you. You have that source energy within you, and it's accessible to you. But at the same time, it's like, what are they going to do? Just like serve you? You open the door and there's tons of packages. You open the door and your soulmate's standing on the other, right? So it's like, no, like, it's got to happen some way. Waiting to win the lottery is not going to be the best option. The best option is trying to see and actively seek out opportunities where it can bring you money, or seek out opportunities where a soulmate can be presented to you. If you're a hermit, right, which is fine, but if you're legit the type of person who really doesn't leave their home, and you're like longing for love, longing for a soulmate, longing for a beautiful encounter, it's not just going to show up at your door, right? That's what the universe is saying. It's time to or get off the pot, as a lot of people say. It's, you can sit there all day and wait for a good opportunity to come your way, and it just might, right? But it also, in order for it to be real magical with this star and rainbow and everything here, in order for it to be that real genie moment, are you going to ask the genie, if you have 3 wishes, are you going to ask the genie some bullshit wish? Like, oh, I hope tomorrow is a sunny day. No, really, let's be real. If you have only 3 wishes, you're going to be as detailed as possible, which the universe requires. It requires like a legit, play by play. The universe loves details. They speak in a language of detail. All right. The next person that comes into my life, they're going to be this and that, so and so. The next job opportunity is going to be this and this, so and so. It's going to be a great schedule for me. Don't leave out anything. That's the key thing for manifesting, right? As you guys already know this. You guys are experts. But on top of that, it's like, all right, let's get up off our ass and let's, make those choices in our life that is going to ensure the best outcome to come our way. So waiting to win the lottery is not going to be optimal. Although, like I said, the action is different, right? It's more about what you're going to do now. What are your plans moving forward? Like, what are the details behind all the wishes, all the 3 wishes that you have? So, I'm like, that is what I think is going to be something that they'd like you to work on. Not fear-based, right? So when you're manifesting, again, you guys already know this, but you don't want to say, I don't want this. You don't want to say, I don't want a job where the boss is an asshole. I don't want a job where I don't get along with people. I don't want a job that pays me like shit. No, it's like, no, actually, I want a job that pays me great. And specifically this amount. I want a job where I have these kind of coworkers that I get along with, that blah, 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 so on and so forth. I want a job that affords me this lifestyle, which I can buy this and I can have a house like this and so on and so forth. I can provide for my family. All right. I don't want an asshole, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, partner. I don't want a person who beats me. Sorry to get to dark territory, but like, that's what I was doing in my relationship. Okay. Like, next relationship, I was like, I don't want somebody who beats me. Like, I'm not trying to make it lighthearted or anything, but I dealt with like domestic abuse. And so it's like, no, that's not what you want to invite. You want to invite someone who loves you and protects you and cares for you, who's very nurturing, who listens to you, who has the same visions as you, who has the same goals. They have this, similar priorities as you. They're funny as hell. That's what something that I manifested. Someone who's intelligent and funny. And that's what I got. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to specifically say someone who doesn't beat me, because I manifested all the good stuff, not the negative stuff, right? So that's what I'm just saying. That's the energy right now. Use this time wisely to reflect on your dreams, reflect and, initiate and make changes towards your future. How are you going to make those things? Detail, action, right? So more about the internalizing aspect, though, I want to say. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to post this anywhere. It's a little bit aggressive. Some people don't like it when I get aggressive. But let me tell you, I'm a very aggressive person. Okay. All right. So anyways, I thought the last 2 videos, the second to last video that I did was so good. And I don't toot my own horn naturally. Like, I'm such a humble person, and people don't see that in me until they get to really know me. Then they know that I can be like, it's hard for me to like be confident, you know? It's been very hard my whole entire life. And so when I say something that I felt like was really good, it takes a lot for me to even admit that to people. And so the second to last video, like, people, I was in my like real like Mars energy. Like, I was like aggressive, you know, in a good way, because sometimes, like, a lot of times I can be submissive, right? Like, and yeah, sometimes call for it. But like that day I was so confident and motivated and energetic that yes, I was dealing with some anger issues, but I felt that the energy in my personal life that I've dealt with, I felt that the energy was so good and the messages were so detailed, and I was like very confident, right? Sometimes I'm unconfident and it's hard for me to do a reading because I'm like, what the fuck do I know? What am I sitting here trying to do a reading for people? Like, what the fuck do I know? Right? But then that day I was like, wow, the energy is really good. And then a lot of people said, you know, complimented me, which I do really appreciate, but it's hard because I had more than ever, I had a lot of messages, comments commenting about my fucking looks, when my looks have nothing to do with the reading. And I'm like, I never, you know what I mean? Like, I never paid attention to a reader's look in my whole entire life. Well, my whole entire life, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I never cared because I'm like, okay, it's the message. I watch a variety of people, and I don't give a shit. By the way, I connect more with people who show their face because I can see their expression and whatever, right? But it's okay. Sometimes, you know, they don't show their face and I still connect with them. I'm just saying, like, for me, sometimes I show my face because I'm like, I want you guys to see my expression. So right now, all I have is mascara on. And in that video, I had my glasses on and I just had mascara on. And for some reason, I have a lot of comments saying, like, you know, you're fat, you know, you're ugly, like, your energy is off, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, my energy was great. And I think a lot of the times people are scared of authenticity. Like, they'd rather take these cookie cutter bullshits, and it's like, okay, sometimes whatever, like, I have emotions. I'm a human being. And I think anger is sometimes a good energy because you can work with it. You know, you can let that be a gas to your vehicle of life and just like push you forward sometimes. And I have a lot of masculine energy, you know, and sometimes people just like are, I don't know, like, I don't know if it provokes something in somebody, because that day, let me tell you something, I felt great. I felt like a fucking warrior, you know, not that only masculine are warrior. It's not about gender. You guys, like, I just don't get that when people look at it as gender. We all have feminine and masculine quality to us, but I felt like that was, I don't know why I'm talking about it, but it just was like a lot of hate. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care, because that reading was one of my favorite readings I've ever done. I felt like the messages were great. And I wasn't being cynical or, you know, depressing or anything. I let that anger kind of like drive me because it's something I needed to work within. And everyone has anger. Everyone has happiness and all the 7 dwarfs in the fucking Snow White. Okay? We all have that. That's like, I don't know. Why are we so scared of that? Why are we so scared of why we have to shy away from that, you know? Anyways, I don't know what this reading is about. I think I just wanted to talk. But yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if I'm going to post this because it has a lot of cuss words, but hey, sometimes I am in that energy, and that's what it is, you know? It's hard. It's hard because I always feel like I have to be detached because of my Aquarius rising. I feel like not because of it. I don't want to blame anything on astrology or zodiac or whatever, because to me, like, that's just like things you work with. It's not working against you, right? So anyways, I was rambling and I don't even know where the video got cut off. But that's all I'm saying. And I just want you to be happy. I want you to understand that, you are the master of your destiny, okay? I know that sounds kind of like, woo, but really, you really are. And at the end of the day, I think empowering you is what I want to do. Not telling you about your future, who you're going to be with. So I like those videos once in a blue moon, right? Obviously, love is great. I love love. Come on. I mean, I really do love love. But, that's it. Like, I just feel like that's more of a personal thing. I don't think it could be under an umbrella and me telling you, hey, there's a third person involved, or you guys aren't going to be together, or they're messing around, or they're not really into you. Like, that's highly irresponsible. That's another person's feelings that I'm telling you about that I feel like is not on a one-to-one basis, like a personal reading. I'm all for it. I'm really down for it. I love doing love readings personally. But in terms of like getting deep down into like love, like on that type of scale, I think a personal would serve me well and you well. So that's why I don't do a lot of that. But even though we all know those get views, even though we all know that, some people just do those because, yes, the money, like, or it just keeps you hanging, I feel like. But whatever they choose on their path is different than mine. It's no judgment, like vice versa. I'm just saying, like, me, I don't vibe well with it. That's why I don't do it. And I just am not, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. I don't know why I'm talking about all this. Like, this is not even part of the reading. But I own my power. I own my anger. It's a part of me. I will use that energy to empower other people, empower myself. It's power. I'm not going to use it to... I just will not feel right if I'm here to like try to manipulate in some type of way. That's not at all what my intentions are. It's authentically, how do I empower you? Because I've been in a position where I didn't feel empowered. And some days, no, I don't feel empowered. But on the days that I feel this power, I don't want to share it with you. And I want to make you and lead you to a position of getting there. Because once you have that respect and power and love for yourself, which I keep telling people, and they're like, no, you could still have love without self-love. I'm like, not really, because again, if you believe in the law of attraction or manifesting or whatever the heck you believe in, how in the hell do you think that you're manifesting true and authentic, long-lasting love if you don't have that for yourself? I used to be a teenager, cynical as fuck, okay? The most emo fucking person in the world. And I could still be, I'm Scorpio moon. I could still be dark and depressing, okay? But like, I'm just saying, like, but then, I used to be like, I could still love somebody without loving myself, because self-love has been a journey for me. Whew, still is. You know what I'm saying? But then when I finally said, this is the last day, I'm not going to put up with abuse. I am not going to put up with disrespect. I'm not going to give and someone taking away from me. That's it. I'm done. Then the next person that came into my life, and let me tell you, I've been with this person for like 10 years, okay? And I know some people might think, okay, well, 10 years, like, you've been with this person since you were young. I'm 30 years old. I met this person when I was 21. And before that, I was already in a deeply committed relationship. And I don't want to talk about the nature of the relationship, but let me tell you, it was like illegal, okay? So it was like, it was so bad, And then finally I was like, no, that's it. No more. Then the very next person that came into my life was directly the opposite of everything, and even better than I have ever expected. Because finally I was like, oh, I have respect and I have self-love. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're going to attract it. That's it.